Today we've got this lovely colour Transit. It is a 2020 plate. It is on 47,000 miles. Now I know you're thinking, great, another Transit on the Car Edition YouTube channel, but it's not. This one has a little bit of a story. I'll be going more into detail a little bit later on, so just stick around. The main part is the van is 5 years old, and for 4 years of its life, it's had 1040 thrown in it. Obviously, that's the wrong oil. We know what the wrong oil does to the belts, so let's take a look. Wow. That was plugged on, that was. It's full of screen wash. I always like to take the screen wash tube out the way, but I might leave it there. That's what makes me laugh, man. Sometimes when doing this, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. I know you don't, but people have different ways of doing things, you know. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I like doing it my way, you like doing it your way. Like some people don't take any of this top air box off. I do. I just like a little bit more room. For the 5 minutes it takes, just gives you better visibility. Now we can just raise it up, drain the fluids out of it, get the sump off. Bish bash bosh. Little bit of an oil leak. Where's it coming from? Of course it's coming from the timing cover. Where else would it be coming from? 1024. So he's doing regular oil changes, but he's just using the wrong oil for the oil changes. Ford's fucking super glued clips. What colour antifreeze we got in this? Green, I think. We do have green. If anyone knows in the comments why some have green and some have pink, let us know. There's going to be a reason for it. Automatic or not. I've seen automatics with pink. I've seen automatics with green. 2020, I've seen 2020 with pink. I've seen 2020 with green. I've seen some with yellow. Yeah, let us know if you know the reason why Ford change it up sometimes. Put this back on. Last one. Wow, that's on there. I'll take all the bolts out. Yep. Well, there's nothing really in the sump, and there's nothing really in the strainer. This is the first one we've seen that we know that has had the wrong oil in it, that it's actually okay, because he's keeping up with his oil changes. Maybe that's why it's actually all right. There's a couple little bits around the edges. I mean, it's only done 47,000 miles. It started to break up, and then once one bit breaks up, it's like flaking paint. One bit flakes, and then the rest of it all just follows. It's got the red belt for the water pump, and it's got no power steering, so it's probably got the red belt for the other one as well. I want to say it's like 6C301AA or AB or something. 6C301AA. It's really sad that I know the part number of the fan belt that goes on what Transit. Just undo this engine mount bolt because it's easier from doing it underneath, if you remember. Right, let's get a bit of cardboard, put it on the floor, wheel that out of the way. I know it's not really in the way, but it's off-putting having that there. I never normally have it there. Inspect the crank pulley. Looks okay. Not a problem. Ring of bolts and then it can come off. I said about the oil leak earlier, you can see it's coming from this corner here on the timing cover. Just wash it down a little bit so I can see the timing marks. Let's time it up. No way. Ah, bollocks. That's so annoying when you can see it on the crank, but the cams are out. God damn it. Means we should only have 7 turns left. It's not the end of the world. From memory, that should, on the next one, line up. Here it comes, I think. Yeah, there we go. Man, it's really sad that I know how many turns I've got left depending on where those marks are on the crank. Pinned. Let's get the belts off. Just take a little look-see. It's just started to go. You can see he's caught it like right on the time. On the edge we've got some cracks, just starting to fray. In the corners, in the edges, that's the little bits that were in the strainer. And again, same as the flaking paint. One bit goes, the rest of it goes. Especially with the wrong oil in it, it'd have just eaten it alive. Because he'd done the regular oil changes, he's managed to save it, but unfortunately because it's had the wrong oil in it, it has started eating it up. So, that is this van fully stripped. Now, I did mention a little bit of a story. When this guy booked in this van with us, he's actually driven 200 miles to come and get his belt done. And the reason that is because he phoned up his local Ford and they were going to charge him $13.50 plus the VAT. Ours is $12.50 plus the VAT for our full wet belt package. And what they were going to do is they weren't going to even take off the sump and clean out the strainer. They weren't even going to change the water pump for him. And worst of all, they were going to reuse his old oil. So we're going to catch his old oil and put the oil back in. Now we don't do that. As you can see, we've completely stripped everything. He's going to get a new water pump, new oil, sump taken off. He's going to get a new sump. He's going to get a new strainer and all genuine Ford parts as well. All for cheaper than what Ford could do it. As you can see, the van isn't in the worst condition. The belt isn't in the worst condition. It's definitely better than the big yellow recovery company van that we saw. But it's just worth doing. It's a peace of mind. It hasn't ever been done. He knows he was using the wrong oil, so he just wanted to get it done. This is how you look after vans, people. You take precautionary measures rather than reactive measures. So now we just got to clean this up. I'm going to scrape the big bits of silicone off. The big tool is here. A little bit of the brake cleaner, get the airline in there. Uno water pumpo. Rubber safe grease. One belt, one tensioner. One tensioner, one bolt. Something like that. So we've just cleaned the cover with some degreaser, now for some silicone. The torque settings for these covers are 10 Newton meters and 18 Newton meters. So the 10 Newton meters are all the 8mm headed bolts, and then 18 Newton meters is the 13 and the 10 down the bottom. Just clean all the oil off of the old crank pulley. Got the cover and the crank pulley on. Now all we need to do is put the rest of the ancillaries back, put the engine mount on, raise it up, chuck the new sump on. About there somewhere. Right, that's top side done. Let's go underneath and finish that. So we're just doing the final wipe before we put the sump on, because we do not want any oil getting into that silicone. Final little nip up. One of them. A little bit of oil around the ring. Make sure you lube your ring, people. Okay, so that is this van done and all wrapped up. Now all we've got to do is let the silicone dry overnight, and then we can put the oil in it in the morning. Now all we've got to do is the next two.